Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and something came up today I wanted to show you guys. I wish I would have been thinking about it. I'd have videoed it while I was fixing it, but I was getting ready for my doctor's appointment, and I bet the sun just came down in y'all's eyes. And it's right above me, so I don't know how to keep you out of the sun. But anyway, I was getting ready for my doctor's appointment for pain management, and the guys that's mowing the grass around here, seems like they're more trouble than they are helpful. But they ran over a line up here and busted the water line. Well, they can't get a plumber here very fast, and old trusty Bob was the only one available to do anything, if I could do anything. And I can't believe this actually worked. It's still leaking somewhat. It's not bad, but it was a gushing out of there, and I'll show you what was going on here. As you can see, it's still running. There's still water running, but it's so slight that it's not as bad as if it would have been gushing the whole time. And actually, I think it's coming from right there. It's not tight enough. But anyway, they broke it clean off underneath the outlet, or the valve. And they never break it over top of the valve. They always break it underneath the valve, and broke the threads clean off of the bottom pipe. And it poured down through there. So basically what I did, I took a piece of PVC pipe this size that wouldn't go over top of the pipe, and I just took a clamp, a regular hose clamp, and I'll show you. We'll go back down here to the house, and I'll show you what I did. So guys, basically what I did was, I had this pipe, all this pipe here, and this piece right here, I have a couple pieces of that one, and the one I used, and that one's a little smaller. But anyway, I'll show you here what I did. Here is the pipe that broke off, and it broke off clean right at the bottom of the valve, because that's the way it was set. And they just broke it off, and there's the threads that was on the pipe that's up there now. And basically what I did is took this pipe and drove it down on there, because it fits really tight, and just drove it down on there with a clamp around this side to keep that from splitting. Yes, because this is old pipe and it's probably pretty brittle. But anyway, it worked. I clamped it around there and clamped that real tight, and then I drove it down on there so that this would keep this from splitting. And if it did, it wouldn't go very far. Alright, and then on the other end, I had a piece of this that looked kind of like that right there. And it just kind of wedged out and came up with a flat shank and had threads on top of it. So I just took that, and it fit real tight in there, and I just drove it in there and then screwed a cap on top of it to block it off. The worst part was when I was hammering this piece down onto the old pipe that's in the ground. I got myself a shower. And I just got out of the shower because I was getting ready to go to my doctor's appointment, and I had to cancel my doctor's appointment and reschedule it for another day. I hope these people know what I do for them. I'll tell you, not many people would do what I do for this park. especially a park that owes me $900. Anyway, I just wanted to show how I fixed, and it's temporary, it's very temporary. As you can see, it's still leaking a little bit, but it's better than gushing like it was earlier. At least it'll be as if somebody just took an extra couple baths, what it basically amounts to. Now if they wait a couple of days just because I told them I had it temporarily fixed, that's on them. But I got a temporary fix on it, and I thought I'd just add this to my videos on YouTube and show you guys how to fix something in a pinch when you ain't got nothing to fix something with, and till the plumber gets here to fix it. And believe me, I am not the plumber. I wouldn't be the plumber for this part. I wouldn't be the plumber for nobody, because I hate plumbing work. There's the other end of it that came off of it. You can see where they hit it with the lawnmower. Anyway, might as well update you on the tractor here. I was going to paint this because it's pretty rusty around here. I mean, it looks real good over here on this side, and it can be polished and, you know, polished out some, buffed and stuff, but you know, it just looks bad underneath where the rubber pads are, and bubbled up rust, and just looks terrible. And I was going to sand it down and repaint it a racing green with metal flake, and even the hood looks pretty good. It can be buffed out and made to look nice. But as it stands, let me put you up here. Basically what I'm going to have to do is figure out another plan. The people who I ordered the paint off of, they shipped it to me. It took them forever to finally get it shipped. You know how eBay is. Some of your sellers think they have all the time in the world. We'll wait. Next month we'll send it to him. He'll wait. That's the way I think they look at it. So they sent it, and it made it to Illinois, and didn't make it no further than that. UPS damaged the package. I guess they busted the cans of paint, and now it's on its way back to Washington State. So it's going to be a while before I can get the paint for this, so I'm just going to have to concentrate on the other projects. In the meantime, I'll show you this tractor if I can get in here. I got the motor on it, looking pretty snifty. Yeah, everything looks nice and pretty. I even cleaned up all the wires, and I ain't none too sure. I'm not going to put another set of headlights on this because I don't like them original headlights on lawnmowers. They're junky. They don't put out a whole lot of light, and when I want to see something, if I'm going at nighttime, I want to see what the hell I'm doing or where I'm going. And like I said, motor's mounted, and I got the shaft on it. Got this covered up with a shower curtain, and I got my knobs on there. I just got that on there temporary, just to keep, because it kept springing down into my tire. So I just put that on there just to hook it up so that I can shift it and it ain't hitting the tire and skinning up the paint. And there's my new knob. There's my other knobs, and they're matching. And if I can take this off of the lighter, I think those unscrew. If it does, I think I'm going to make a matching one to put on the lighter. That'll look cool. And I may even try to do a matching one on the throttle. We'll see. I thought about doing one for the foot pedal. I kind of like the rubber one. The rubber one is a lot easier on your foot. Everything's hooked up. Brakes, I'll probably have to readjust them. They are holding, but they probably need it adjusted a little more. Got brand new tires. It's gonna look good. Gonna look good. So I'm thinking about trying to make a cover for the gas tank. Originally, it has that piece that comes around here. That's what set right there, and made that mark on it. I don't like that, but I don't know how I can get away with that if I have to put that back on it, because it breathes through here, and I'd like to keep it that way. But it came over and mounted on top of this to act as a washer to mount this tank down on it. Well, instead of that being the only thing holding it down, I think I'm going to see if I can get a piece of tread aluminum long enough to bend to go from here over, up, over here, all the way over and down, and then take this part here and cut it and then bend it down to match this contour, and then just trim what's left off right here. If I can find a piece of tread aluminum that's long enough to do it. I don't think those mud flaps I've got are long enough to go that far down to do that. But I'd like to cover that and make it look nicer. So anyway, I was supposed to go to pain management today, but because of that pipe being busted, I went ahead and rescheduled it, because I want my parts back, and I know what they'll do. They'll come up, they'll fix it, and they'll take my stuff and throw it in a dumpster. Well, them fittings are still good. So I want to make sure that that stuff stays here with me, because that's stuff I can use for other projects. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I may try to go ahead and work on this trailer some. And I do want to reflect on something that somebody just mentioned to me a while ago. When I was welding the trailer and I was underneath of it, I was laying on that piece of metal. That wasn't a good idea. So if anybody watched that, excuse me, if anybody watched that, don't do that. That was probably a dumb thing for me to do, and I shouldn't have done it. I'm supposed to be a person that people look up to, not somebody that does things wrong. But yeah, I should have used plywood or something like that. And the next thing we're going to do, first of all, I got to fix this tire. Brand new tire, and it's almost flat. So it's leaking around the bead. So I'm going to take this tire back off and clean the bead up a little bit and clean the wheel up. I must not have cleaned it good enough. But the next project we're going to do is we're going to cut this off and make these to mount the ramps on, and then we're going to put the thing on the back side here that will have the roller. And I think I changed my mind on, and I do that a lot, guys. I change my mind a lot because I'm trying to make these projects work to get the most I can get out of the project, so I can take the least amount of stuff and do the most jobs. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of me putting the winch on the tractor, I think I'm going to put it on the trailer, simply because I got to thinking about it today. Well, what if it's not my tractor that I'm putting on the trailer? It could be somebody else's tractor, or maybe I'll go pick up a tractor. It ain't going to have a winch on it, so that means that the trailer's not going to have a way to pull it up on the trailer. So I'm going to put the winch on the trailer, and then that way any tractor I put on here, I can just pull it up on the trailer. No big deal. Didn't think that through very good. I was thinking that I was going to be pulling only my trailer or tractor, so that might not be the case. I want to try to either build me a smaller box out of this metal, which is not a bad idea. I left one of my tools out here in the rain. Hope I didn't hurt y'all's ears. What was I saying? Been lost track of what I was saying. What happens when you get old? And yeah, I'm not old, but I feel old. I might only be 50 years old, but I feel like I'm 90. Also, somebody asked me about the wood. I will show you what this wood is. He said, do you heat your house or your shop with it? No, I don't. This is my stockpile of wood that I use for my bonfire pit, which needs to be cleaned out and has been needed to cleaned out for a long time now. And we got us a little piggy. Hey, look at Piggy. He needs to be cleaned, don't he? I don't wash my pork. Anyway, we don't know what the next project's going to be yet. We're going to surprise you. I also could put the trailer back together. I do have the frame done for it. I got to put the tires back on the wheels. And God, I wish I had a bead blaster, because I'd like to bead blast them wheels that's on the trailer, because they're in pretty rough shape, and repaint them. I could also make hubcaps, stainless steel hubcaps for them too. That would hide it, make it for all the wheels. But we'll surprise you on the next project, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and guys, please help the shop out a little bit. You can PayPal any contributions to the Bison Workshop to bisonworkshop@gmail.com. Everything that's donated to the shop goes right back in the shop to bring you guys more content. I can't stress that enough. It's not spent for me, it's spent for this shop. So you guys have a good one. Later.